Love him or hate him, Donald Trump is a branding master. From real estate mogul to reality TV star and then President of the United States, Trump's story is one of building an empire and the most influential brand of the 21st century. So, how did he use his name as a brand to climb from New York skyscrapers all the way to the White House? In this video, we'll break down Trump's billion-dollar branding strategy and uncover the lessons that you can apply to your own business or your personal brand. So, Donald Trump's story starts in Queens, New York, where he was born in 1946. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer specializing in middle-income housing in Brooklyn and Queens. From a young age, Donald was exposed to the real estate business, watching his father build homes and, perhaps most importantly, wealth. After graduating from Wharton Business School, Trump joined his father's business, learning the ropes. But Donald soon began to have bigger ambitions. As he later said, "My father was content building in Queens, but I wanted something bigger, and Manhattan was where the real money was being made." And this mindset of thinking bigger and aiming higher would define his entire career and his brand as well. It was when Trump arrived in Manhattan that the journey of making big, bold Trump statements began. Inspired by luxury brands like Tiffany, whose stores was right next door to his office, Trump wanted his project to exude wealth, exclusivity, and the Trump name. And that's how the Trump Tower was first born. By putting his own name on the building, Trump created a sense of prestige. It wasn't just a skyscraper, it was his skyscraper. And his family name evolved into something more. It became a symbol of all of the luxury associated with the building, the location, the height, the furniture, and everything. Big, bold, powerful statements that became the essence of the Trump brand and the luxury associated with it. But getting to this point was not easy. He took risks that others wouldn't, betting big on transforming outdated properties like the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt. Now, these early wins didn't just establish him as a serious player in the Manhattan real estate scene. They also positioned him as a larger-than-life figure, unafraid to take bold risks. And after the success of the Trump Tower, Donald realized something crucial. His name was not just a name, it was a brand. His strategy became clear: attach the Trump name to anything and everything that could symbolize wealth, power, and aspiration. Now, his first industries were casinos, airlines, and hotels. In Atlantic City, he built grand casinos like the Trump Taj Mahal and the Trump Plaza, billing them as the ultimate luxury destination. He even launched Trump Shuttle, a short-lived airline targeting business travelers. Let's just say it was a little overly luxurious. But Trump's overarching strategy wasn't just about owning properties, it was about creating a lifestyle. The Trump name became shorthand for exclusivity and success. Whether it was his Trump-branded water, steaks, or even a board game, he aimed to associate his name with high-end living. Not all of these ventures succeeded though. Trump Airlines struggled to compete, and products like Trump Vodka and Trump Steaks failed to connect with consumers.
When it comes to great steaks, I've just raised the steak.
But Trump's real genius lay in his ability to shift strategies, and instead of sinking money into risky ventures, he pivoted to licensing his name. By the 1990s, licensing deals became the cornerstone of the Trump brand. Developers and companies around the world paid him hefty fees to slap his name on buildings, hotels, and even products. Why? Because the Trump name carried a perception of success and luxury, even when he wasn't directly involved in the project. It was a brilliant move. Licensing minimized his financial risk while maximizing his brand's global reach. And the lesson here is simple. Trump knew when to take a step back and let the power of his name do the work. By the 1990s, Trump was more than a businessman. He was a celebrity. His larger-than-life persona, outrageous quotes, and flashy lifestyle made him a media magnet. And saying that he enjoyed this is an understatement. If there was a case to make a big PR stunt, you could count on him. Then in 2004, The Apprentice launched and solidified his place in pop culture. The show was not just entertainment, it was a weekly infomercial for the Trump brand. Phrases like "You're fired" became catchphrases, and Trump became a symbol of the American dream, a self-made billionaire who could spot talent and make tough decisions. The Apprentice made Trump a household name, reaching millions who had never even heard of him before. And it's no coincidence that many of the campaign strategies he used in 2016 mirrored the storytelling tactics of the show. Trump's branding strategy is built on 5 key pillars. Visibility. Trump mastered the art of being seen, whether on skyscrapers, TV shows, or campaign rallies. Exclusivity. By licensing his name to high-end products and properties, Trump positioned his brand as aspirational. Even his failures carried an air of exclusivity. Controversy. Trump is not afraid to be polarizing. He understands that controversy generates attention, and attention is currency in both business and politics. Consistency. The Trump brand is unapologetically bold, flashy, and over the top, whether it's a gold-plated hotel lobby or a campaign slogan. And finally, resilience. Trump's ability to recover from bankruptcy, failed ventures, and personal controversies is unmatched. He knows how to turn losses into lessons and stay relevant. Over time, Trump's strategy evolved from selling luxury to selling influence. His 2016 presidential campaign was essentially a masterclass in branding. The slogan, "Make America Great Again," was simple, emotional, and memorable, just like his business campaigns. He knew how to target his audience, kept a message that resonated, and dominate the conversation. By 2016, the Trump brand wasn't just about buildings or TV shows. So what can you learn from Donald Trump's branding strategy? The first one is to own your name. Trump's name wasn't just his identity, it was his product. If you're building a personal brand, treat your name like a business and be careful about the associations that you're making. Be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out, even if it means polarizing opinions. Boldness creates recognition and attention, which can be converted into success in today's age. Just think about Andrew Tate. Build leverage. Maybe you don't need to be involved in every aspect of your business. Like Trump did with licensing, you could do it with a business partner where your personal brand creates the attention and somebody else does the delivery. Control the narrative. Trump mastered the art of spinning every story to his advantage, and sometimes all it took was for him to be the last man standing. Outlasting opponents means winning. Or if he didn't win, he just didn't admit losing. He always made sure that he's got his influence on the way how he's being perceived. And finally, stay resilient. Failures are inevitable, but they don't define you. What matters is how you bounce back. And nobody in the history has bounced back like this guy did by winning the 2024 election. Whether you admire him or not, there is no denying that Donald Trump turned his name into a billion-dollar empire. He won in business, media, and politics. And his story proves the power of branding when done right. So take these lessons, apply them to your own journey, and start building your own empire. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most iconic brands.